2 seconds. We're live on Facebook.
Okay.
Sorry. And recording on the screen.
Recording in progress.
All right. Hi. I know I'm live, and I always start my interviews by saying that I have no idea, and it's echoing. I'm so sorry. It's echoing again. Yeah. Right. I know there's one day is going to come when I'm going to be absolutely professional at it. This mission started, like it's just a passion thing. I'm a photographer by profession. Camera is what I know how to operate. I'm still, transitioning into the online world. And people who know me for very long know I've come a long way with this technology. But well, one day you'll be proud of me that I can do it without any glitches. I have a very, very special guest here, and I've been introduced to her by a very, very dear person in my life, and I've heard so much about her from her. And I spoke to her, and the minute I spoke to her, the first thing that I realized was a mom like that needs to come on board as well, because here is Rashmi Palkhivala. She is a writer, she's a teacher, she travels, and I don't know why she calls herself a wannabe farmer. We'll find out. But when I spoke to her, she was a very open person when I was speaking to her about this whole movement. And very nicely, she heard the whole thing about my passion, about what women feel. And then she very sweetly said, but I don't feel like that. And that was an aha moment for me, because across the world, when I was doing the research and all of you have been watching me, the course that I was about to launch, I felt that a lot of mothers felt like, the way we were describing them all this while. And here's this mom who said that I absolutely didn't feel like that. And maybe I do not fit into your project. And that's the time I said, you absolutely do, because here is a mom who can inspire even more. And what it took to, because it's not easy. It's not easy after you become a mom to come out of it after a few years, in a sane situation and say, I still felt very elevated. I still felt absolutely, every single day was amazing for her. So, Rashmi, please introduce yourself. I always say this, I do not like to read biodatas. It just like doesn't come out naturally. You yourself can explain your journey so beautifully. Let's go ahead and introduce yourself. Just tell me what your journey was all about, and then we'll go ahead with the interview.
Okay. So Shikha, and everyone else. My name is Rashmi. I base notes of my life, writing, and because I'm married into a household that was yoga and spirituality. That has sort of become a default part of my life, and quite intrinsic now. So the whole area of natural healing, and I myself had a natural birth. Were born at home. Whether it's idea of allopathy, or natural in the way illness and all of that is part of the house that I live in, has now become a part. Those are all the everything that I done, things that I'm interested in. So I've always been shape. And I've taught yoga, I've taught creative writing. It's not like my journey has been a one kind of journey. It's been a very meandering and finding myself kind of.
Right.
So I wouldn't be able to just legal. I cannot find one word to label myself. And I probably would have thought if you give more leeway. Yeah. So that's basically who I am.
And I know that we might be having a little bit of internet issues, but where Rashmi is coming from is, and I will want to, I think there was a little glitch going on, and I know a little bit about Rashmi, and she did come from a space where a mother was I'm sure she still had an internal journey coming all the way out as a mother, but she did have a spiritual support. And I think that's what is the basic thing that's probably lacking in most households when we become moms. And it's not in India, it's across the world. Mothers, after having this journey, suddenly don't know what to hang on to and how to move forward with this whole chain that is happening. And that's what I found. And of course, I took photography as a medium, but photography is the last thing. The first thing is that how do you feel when the camera comes up in front of you, and what what all the chatter that comes up in front of you. Most mothers feel like that we don't look nice and this is not great and I don't know what's happening, and we're absolutely going downhill. And unfortunately, a lot of mothers remain there rather than knowing how to uplift, and hence this project was coming up. But today I want to talk more about all the positive things that you bring on this table of being a mom, because I've been talking and connecting to a lot of mothers with their pain. um, you've said you've had a natural birth, which is amazing. Like, that decision itself is amazing, because being in Mumbai, you're in Mumbai right now, right?
Yeah,
And
yeah.
to hear of natural birth, how your kids, it would be about 15 years back, are you talking?
27.
27.
27.
See, now same, that's the thing. So 27 years back, I think it was at the height, the hospital stuff. The natural birth is still coming back now in our like the generation next. It's becoming that thing that we need to do and we must do, or we should do. But I think it had peaked at the time you were a mom, when hospitals were the thing to go for in a city like Mumbai. So, was it an easy decision for you to take, or was it very naturally you like went into it and you said this is the way to go?
Yeah, so
Considering
considering where we were in our lives, it felt like the most natural
felt like
thing
the most
at that
natural
point,
right?
because we
Because
did
we
go and see a
go and
doctor
see a doctor
within the first
in first
trimester,
trimester,
and it was such
and
a
it was such a
healing
healing
feeling, and it was
and it was
the whole
the whole
visit
visit
felt like
felt like
it was
it was
unnatural. It felt
unnatural.
like I
Felt
didn't
like
need
I didn't need
a list of
the list
supplements
of
that they were
supplements
giving
that they
me.
were giving me.
There was
There was
nothing really
nothing
human.
really
There was no
human. There was no
connection that was
connection that was
established. And
established.
it just
Right.
felt
And it
like
just felt like
we didn't
we
need
didn't
that.
need that.
So we just
So
went
we
into
just
this
went
whole
into this
mode of
whole mode of
we need to find
we
an
need to find an
alternative.
alternative.
And we
Right.
did a
And we
lot of
did a lot of
research.
research. Right.
And we
And
actually did
we did
try to find
try to
midwives.
find
There was
midwives.
no
There
one
was no one
available at that
available
point,
at that point,
that many
that
years
many
ago.
years ago. Wow.
So
So
we just had to
we
sort
just
of
had to sort of
depend on
depend
ourselves.
on ourselves.
And
And
so
so
what we did
what
was
we
that
did was
the
that
student
the
of
student
Rangi's
of
was a
Rangi's was a
gynecologist.
gynecologist.
So we told
So we
her,
told
"Do you
her,
mind
"Do you
coming
mind
and she'll
coming?"
be
And
there
she's
and telling us
there and
how
telling
to
us
do
how
that.
to talk.
Then if something
And if
goes wrong,
something
we
goes
can
wrong,
figure
we
it
can
out from
figure it
there.
out from there.
But
But
don't do anything.
don't
Just
do
come and
anything.
be
Just
in the
come and
room
be
with
in
us."
the room with us.
So she
So
came, and
she
when she was
came, and
kind
when
enough
she
to
was
come,
kind
it
enough
was
to
like
come, it was like
just
just
one of the
one of
reputable
the reputable
gynecologists in Mumbai.
gynecologists in Dubai.
And
And it's
not easy for
not
them to
easy
take a
for them to
decision
take
like
a
that, to
decision
come
like
home
that, to
and
come
to
home and to
expose themselves to
expose
that risk
themselves to that risk
of something going
of
wrong,
something
just
going
picked
wrong,
it up
just
because she was
because she was
journalistic.
young.
But essentially what
But
she did
essentially,
was
what she did was
she
she
came
came
and
and
stood
she
on my
beamed on
cupboard
my cupboard
for the
for the
entire
entire
duration
duration
she
of
was
the
there.
time she was there.
And
And
smiled
she
at me and
smiled
said,
at
"Doing
me and
well."
said, "Doing well."
And the
And
rest of it
the
was,
rest of it was,
me and Janvi
me
and
and
my
Janvi
partner
and my
massaging
partner
her back
massaging
and
my
my
back and
family
my
around me.
family around me.
It was really
It was
beautiful.
really beautiful.
Because I mean, I could go
Because
to
I mean,
the
I could go to the
shower, I
shower,
could
I could
use water,
use
I could
water, I could
exactly
be
be in the
exactly
position
be
I
the position
wanted.
I wanted.
So all of it
So
was
all of it was
directed by
directed
me
by
and not
me and
directed
not
by
directed
a
by
doctor or
a
someone
doctor or
else's
someone
convenience.
else's convenience. How
And I think
beautiful
that was
is that?
actually
That was actually
that was the
that was
start
the
of my
start of
motherhood
my
journey.
motherhood
And I
journey.
think that's
And I think
what
that's what sort
cemented
of
the bond
cemented the
between me
bond
and the kids
between
and
the kids and
made the
made the
journey such a
journey
beautiful
such a
and smooth
beautiful
one.
and smooth one. Wow. Isn't that beautiful? I literally, I don't know what, I'm actually, have this very teary feeling, because I'm a
Oh,
very visual person. I'm a very
yeah.
visual person. And I've been 20 years of photographing moms and families and been around, and I've been a mom myself. But you know I don't I somehow I'm losing what to say. But that visual that you've just described is just gorgeous, and I know it is not being done out of a fad that that's coming up, that do water births at home, do stuff at home, and you're being pushed in spite of the fact your heart says go to the hospital, but you want to do it. It came from a decision making. It was decided that this is what needs to be done. And when that clarity of decision comes, Rashmi, in life and sits next to you, nothing goes wrong because it's decided. It's just decided that. And it's really giving me a very emotional feeling inside that this happened for your children, and this happened by a mom who's saying, I guided it. And I'm so, you know, yes, I'm lost in this world of, the city life and everything. But my soul urges to be aligned with that. And being in Mumbai, you could align yourself there. Says a lot about you as a mom, definitely says a lot about your family, but first of all says a lot about you, that you did not lose your front and you had the faith that our bodies are made to give birth, and this is it. Like, I will be able to do it. And I remember one of the doctors had told me, the day you become a mom, an encyclopedia is downloaded onto you, about what to do. So you don't need to ask, because you know what to do. Just like any animal in nature, they just exactly know what to do. And I'm so happy that I'm talking to you. And this experience, I did not speak to you before that. I did know about natural birth, but just the way you described it is really making me very emotional. I'm so proud that you are there to cheer up so many moms to do this, and that's beautiful. So from there on, your journey with children have been amazing, and you moved forward to become a writer, you said, and you've been traveling, and now you're calling yourself a wannabe farmer. I don't know why. Like, farmer is a farmer, doesn't matter, as long as you're trying to get that thing out. So let's talk about let's talk about that journey as this super mom who directed what she wanted her life as a mom to be, and then what? Like, where did it take you from there?
Yeah, so it's been 20 years since then. My son was also 2 years after, and that was just convenient because it was really quick and beautiful,
Right.
in a very different way, very intense. Just the two of us. It was my guy was my mom-in-law was with
Right.
Risha is my and I think now that the kids are grown, and we've had that all through their childhood.
Right.
Now we don't need that anymore. Not on
Right.
an everyday basis. So right now, what I'm got this piece of land, which is about 4 hours away from Mumbai, and I'm trying to develop it as a farm, but also of healing, of rejuvenation, of somewhere where you can eat healthy, where completely unpolluted, and it's not polluting the earth soil, the materials that are used there. So, but the thing is, it's right now a thought, and I keep kind of thought because I'm trying to make it true. So I keep talking about it because I know that I'll manifest it, even though I don't have all the money to create all the dreams in my head. But I know it'll happen. About it, and I keep working towards it. And the wannabe farmer, because I started, and I'm maybe just started. So maybe next month I'll call myself.
Yeah, an upcoming farmer is nicer, no? Because you can't be. Your soul is so connected to nature. I think things will grow under your shade, Rashmi. I can absolutely guarantee. I have been photographing many people. It's a 20-year long journey of photographing artists and everybody, and I can. The only blessing probably I had is just like seeing the faces and connecting to them, and just reading a little bit of what the soul is like, not what they do. and I know that under your shade things will grow. And definitely this whole description of the way you've described, you've gone into motherhood, will stay with me for very, very long. And I think your farming will go just like that. You're
Thank
so
you.
rooted, you're just so rooted with nature that it will have to take the same route of decision making that this farm is growing, and it will happen. And
Thank
the
you.
book is
That's
all
quite a
about that.
blessing. Quite a blessing.
It will happen. And the book is about that, 100 self portraits, 100 dreams. These 100 dreams are going to get manifested in this book on an international platform, and these dreams are going to come true for all these moms, whatever their dream is.
How sweet.
Because it'll happen, and I am absolutely thrilled to have you on board with this.
Thank
And
you.
and let's just know a little bit about you as a writer as well, because we've mentioned you're a writer. And what's your journey
Yeah.
as a writer?
So essentially, I started off as part of my teaching,
Right.
and as part of my studies as well. So the first book I wrote, which is a book, history book on Mumbai. That's something I share with them.
Right.
They've lived in Mumbai all their lives, just for them to know the history. So I wrote a book,
Right.
which is written from the perspective of
Right.
and also from the perspective of a whale in the ocean
Right.
who's been observing Mumbai and has been able to recount the story.
Right.
Yeah, so it's quite a lovely book with illustrated beauty. And the story is fun, and it will be a textbook, but a textbook really fun for kids. And it's been used across Bombay right now. And it's I know kids who right now, 15 years after the book, who tell me that it was when they go to school, and it's their favorite text. So it's quite delightful to have. So I've taught those kids the book when they were they come to me you're the one who wrote the book. Quite delightful to have that.
Oh, absolutely. And I would love to actually look at that book and have a copy of it. And
I will have a copy because you have young kids. So it's recommended.
8 and 2, but I would like other people to have it as well. So if it is available in any which way, I will put the link after this interview onto that, because
it's available. It's available.
It's not
I give
available.
you the But besides that, a lot of play. Because I used to write for schools in Mumbai. And so they're largely political dramas, and they're adolescents. But they're about issues in India, things that are important to me, like largely secularism, which is something that's really important. So it's around these issues. You're saying something.
No, we missed that word. It got skipped. What is it around? You said
Secularism.
secularism.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes.
A lot of them are based and there's some there are a lot of issues and at some point I'm thinking of converting them because I feel that they are the stories are live enough to so that's the next also part of my so my dreams are like continuously morphing. They're not a steady one dream person. Yeah, so it's like so that's also part of my
they don't need to be steady. You grow like a tree, and then
absolutely.
So many branches are there. What in nature, if you're so aligned with nature, is static? It's only the building that just goes and stops, right? When you're a tree, you grow, and you grow with branches. And I myself am like that. Today I was talking to somebody, and I was telling her that it seems that for some time photography will be slipping away from me, which is such an important part of my life, but it'll slip away because this role has been given to me to bring these mothers together from across the world. And I can't even tell you that there's this force that's pushing me to do this. I'm not an interviewer. You can see my technical abilities in life to do anything related to Zoom.
Interested in people. That's all you need.
Yes, so that's what I'm here for. My pulse is with the mother at this time. My pulse is always between mother and a child. It's always been very alive around that. And the only great thing is that when I found myself slipping, the one thing that I was known for was bringing light in people's lives through my work, was slipping away from my own life. And I caught myself and I'm like, I have to bring, then you have to surround yourself with people. And that's what I'm doing. I'm making this big community. It's a great learning for me to meet people. But more than that, I found that, the chain is being formed across the world, and mothers are across the world resonating with this somehow. And then I find another mother who says, I don't resonate with you at all, but I absolutely think that she fits into the book. And that's you, Rashmi. You absolutely fit into this book. Because there will be a mom, I always say there will be a mom who will flip this book. And I'm telling you this today, and I keep saying this on live and publicly. This book is going to go very long, and that mother who's sitting in the night all by herself, wondering what's happening, why is she going down, what is happening, she's going to flip a page and she might come onto your page and think, and she's pregnant and she thinks she needs to do this. So these stories need to come out. That it happens and it's possible. The decisions are done. Mothers move forward. There's a force more than just like taking us down. That no, the life is just ending here, or it's going to be monotonous from here, or it's going to go downhill. So it's been an immense pleasure to know you. I will know you more in this journey because there's going to be more interactions. There's going to be more, and you're going to be interacting across other moms. So it would be amazing to see their stories inspiring us, our stories inspiring them, and overall we inspiring the moms. I'm from this interview, I'm actually taking a very emotional feeling that you've given me from here, Rashmi. And I'm saying it again and again, but I honestly telling you that I wanted to be the mom you're talking about. I wanted to have that download of encyclopedia where I knew, but it's just that everybody didn't have confidence around me. And then I lost that confidence. I'm like, forget it. I don't think so. It can be possible. That surround, when you're at that point and you're becoming a mom for the first time, and then you need that thing to feel that you know it, like every single thing, every single cry of a child. You know why the child is crying. You don't need anybody to tell you what the child is crying, and you can handle it. So I'm glad that I got you on, and I'm urging some moms who are going to be would-be moms to actually get inspired by you and take the decision, whatever it is. Take the decision and take the charge for their children. So I'm going to take this off live, and I'm announcing you as my 12th champion out of 100 women. And just telling the audience, we found the 40 women across the world who are lined up now, one after the other. My whole thing of 100 days, 100 champions, mom, and 100 stories are going to be done. I found 40, 60 more to go, but I'll find those 60 as well. So thank you, Rashmi. Don't go off. I'm going to take this off live, and don't get scared. I'll go very close to the camera. My mouse is very far. So I'm just going to go off